Using the Presentation Inspector, you can configure the presentation, page, or widget animation, as well as user interaction. You can select the page change style in the Presentation Inspector and set the page change speed using the slider. Depending on the style of animation, some additional settings may be available. A page flip effect, transformation effect of disappearing and appearing widgets, the zoom slider offers an extra zoom in-out effect, scrolling pages horizontally or vertically, animated video transition between pages, The settings for the widget full screen expansion are available in the Full Screen Animation section. Select an option from the animation style list: elastic, bouncing, and linear. Move the slider to change the animation speed. Widgets usually expand to full screen. To adjust the expanded widget size, modify width and height using the full screen width and full screen height fields. User interaction. Flipping the pages. Select the Page Flip option from the Interaction tab in the Presentation Inspector. Page Edge. To flip the page edge, pull its left or right edge. Panel only. To flip the page, pull the bottom bar's left or right edge. Buttons. To flip the page, press right or left arrow button. Expanding widgets. Select the widget expansion mode in the Maximize Widget list. Tap when clicking any widget area. Button when clicking the Expand button in the widget's corner. Now you can interact with widget in a collapsed form. Otherwise, interaction is only possible after expanding the widget to full screen. To disable widget expansion, uncheck the full screen box in the Interaction Inspector. To enable simultaneous interaction with the same presentation between multiple users, check the Multi-User box. Additional presentation settings are available from the Settings tab in the Presentation Inspector. Enter the presentation resolution in pixels in the Screen Width and Screen Height fields. The default resolution is 1920 by 1080. To enable automatic page change in the presentation mode, set the required interval in seconds using the Screensaver slider. With the screensaver enabled, pages will change at the set interval since the last user action. Password to exit the presentation. The motion blur effect is used for page changes and full screen animation. To enable the motion blur effect, check the Blur Effect box. To enable cursor display during presentation, check the Display Cursor box. To enable gesture highlight, check the Gesture Highlight box. You can set the highlight size and color or choose random color selection.